year that I've been here, somebody gets exactly what they need out of nowhere.
At Holly Lodge, 'tis the season for friends, family, and maybe something more.
I saw the way you looked at Evan. I felt it from across the room.
Sometimes you find everything you're looking for in one place.
Or one person.
Christmas at Holly Lodge.
That's right. A major developer sends his top lieutenant to a ski lodge to see if it's worth buying, but the lodge owner has plans of her own. Will love get in the way of a major takeover? That's the story behind the Hallmark Christmas movie At Holly Lodge. And it's part of Hallmark's Christmas in July special event. And that means it's time once again for Producer Ted Reviews Christmas Movies. Joining us from our Christmas movie headquarters, a very, very safe distance away from our studio, is producer Ted Johnsen. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
You are coming to us from, what they call that, what, the Nook or something over there, don't they?
I believe it's the Cove.
The Cove, that's right. Well,
Very
greetings
fancy.
from the Cove. Now, Christmas at Holly Lodge. We saw a little bit. I talked a little bit about it. Fill in the blanks for us. What else do we need to know about this plot?
So we've got a big developer, British guy, and he sends his top lieutenant, his vice president of acquisitions, to this lodge that's struggling in the mountains somewhere. And the guy wants this guy to check out to see if he can buy it to turn it into a fancy resort. Well, because they know that Allison Sweeney's character is behind on her payments.
Oh.
Right. So Allison Sweeney's character goes, she somehow finds out that this guy is coming. And her mission is to make the lodge as undesirable as possible.
Okay.
So they call him in the morning at 3 a.m., wake-up calls. They give him cold showers, everything that would make him not want to buy the project.
And I bet with all of that, Ted, hilarity ensues, right?
Yeah.
Hilarity.
No.
I can see the shower scene now.
Right. No, yeah. And she's like hiding out in the basement,
Yep.
waiting for him to shower, and then he goes, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. That was about the first 45 minutes of the movie, and then the next hour and 15 was just tension.
Tension. Well, let's talk about the cast. You mentioned, I said this is a Days of Our Lives themed broadcast today. Days alum Allison Sweeney, right, Ted?
Yes, from The Biggest Loser.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she was on that as well.
Big fan of hers. So I haven't seen her acting chops.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go.
Not good.
You don't even need to say anything. Okay.
And then some other people.
So what you're telling me, if I mirror this back to you, what you're telling me is Allison Sweeney is no Lacey Chabert.
No, she's not. She's not even close.
Is she a Melissa Gilbert, maybe? You don't know who Melissa. It's
Sure.
fine, yeah. Cheryl Lee Ralph is also in it. Ted, I love her.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's great.
Dreamgirls, yes.
But, sort of a lesser minor character, but she's great. She has a song that she busts out at the end, which is great. But by that point, you're just like, okay, are we at the 2-hour point yet?
Well, I would imagine Cheryl Lee is probably the acting mountain, because everybody else is probably below her, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I was looking at some behind-the-scenes stuff, and they were saying, oh, we were so excited to get this other actor in here to play opposite Allison Sweeney. Oof.
Not good?
No.
Was there any chemistry? Forget the acting. Was there any on-screen chemistry?
No, and it was weird because the second he comes into the lodge, like 3 minutes into the movie, it was, hey.
Oh.
It was tension for 2 hours, and it was just like, make out already.
Yeah, please make out. Okay, so let's go through the checklist of our movies. If you're new to our show, Ted has a very scientific checklist to see if this is really a Hallmark Christmas movie. First, was there a kiss or touching in a gazebo?
No, there were no gazebos. That's the one thing this lodge needs is a gazebo. If they're so big into Christmas, why don't they have a gazebo?
Did they make out in the lobby or anything? If it's a hotel, they did.
And there were kids there.
Okay. Yeah, kids ruin everything. Okay, how about small town big town girl, small town girl moves in. You know what I mean.
The big city vice president of
Yeah.
acquisitions goes to this tiny lodge. Sure, we'll check that.
And finally, I think I know the answer because Allison Sweeney's in this. Lacey Shea Baer, does she make any type of guest appearance?
That really could have helped. That really could have helped.
Lori Loughlin, is she in this at all?
Ooh, no.
No, not from prison.
Too soon.
Okay.
Too soon.
Finally, Ted stars each of these or grades each of these by Hallmark crowns. 4 is the best. 1 is basically Ishtar. Where are we at with this one?
I had to downgrade this from what I had initially thought I was going to give it.
Oh my goodness.
So, Steve, let's do the big reveal.
Okay.
We've never done this before. Half a crown.
Half a crown?
Yeah. This was, in theory, this should be a fun movie. She, could go through some hilarious ways to make him not want to buy the lodge. But it was just a mess. There were different storylines going all over the place. No. Pass.
Ted, I just looked through the history of our show right here. I don't think you've ever awarded any of these half a crown.
We had to make Rob King actually work to come up with this graphic.
Half a crown, everyone. There it is. Christmas at Holly Lodge, live from the Cove. It's Ted. Thank you, buddy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Go back in the booth now. Still ahead, local author Gretchen Anthony will join us to talk about her newest book, The Kids Are Gonna Ask. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Christmas at Holly Lodge.